Good morning, everyone. How are you today? Last few days for me have been pretty difficult, not gonna lie. Especially because I'm probably just gonna be a little bit less enthusiastic and happy as I normally am in my videos. We'll have a chit chat about it eventually. Don't really want to talk about it right now, so please do respect that. But yeah, just know that, you know, things have been difficult in life, aside from my health issues that I've been experiencing. But speaking of that, going through these last few days has really made me reflect on what it's like to, you know, live life with a chronic illness, the kind of benefits that it brings, as well as a lot of the drawbacks. And when I say chronic illness, topical steroid withdrawal technically is not a chronic illness because everyone heals and they heal eventually. It's just that it can take multiple years to heal, so it's definitely not an acute illness. I feel like it sounds like I'm about to cry. I promise I'm not. I'm just a little bit out of breath. I'm walking to my landlord's house to deliver the rent check. Cruising along, top speed. So let's start with the positives because I have a gastroenterologist appointment later, and based on my experience with doctors so far, as far as topical steroid withdrawal goes, I don't have high hopes for that appointment. So starting on the positives, and then we'll work our way down. These last 6 months going through topical steroid withdrawal has been one of the most difficult things that I've ever had to deal with in my life. While it has made my body weaker, it has made me feel stronger and given me more confidence in my resilience because I've made it through. I'm functional, and it gives me this sense of if I can get through that, I can get through anything. And so it just overall has made me feel like a stronger, more competent, more capable, more independent person. And going through what I'm going through now is also up there in difficulty, but because I have this newfound sense of resiliency, ultimately topical steroid withdrawal has given me the sense of I can handle whatever life throws at me. But also going through topical steroid withdrawal has really encouraged me to develop my positive mindset and positivity when it comes to difficult situations. If I had not worked on that really hard these last 6 months going through this, I would probably be doing so much worse. I would be miserable. And so I have cultivated this positive mindset around difficult things where I now have learned how to take challenging circumstances and difficulty and reframe them in my head in a way that just makes them easier to cope with. So in short, trying to heal from a chronic illness has given me a sense of strength and self-confidence and resiliency, as well as helped me learn how to frame things in a positive light. I just made a quick little peppermint and hibiscus tea to take with me on the road because I am now off to the farmer's market for a very, very, very quick trip. Only have one person to see, my chocolate guy.
I'm so glad I didn't walk away. I was about to go shopping and here you are.
You were gonna leave me behind without chocolate and chicory?
I've been waiting for you.
Oh.
Come on, you like
Is this the melting chocolate?
Yeah, it's my last one.
I need this.
Your chicory.
Thank you.
That's organic French chicory.
Alrighty. Oh, I just hit myself in the glasses. That was good. Let's do a quick little farmer's market haul. First things first, my main reason for going to my chocolate guy was to get some chicory. He had a ton left over apparently from something else, and we were talking about the fact that I couldn't have coffee. Kind of miss coffee. He's like, oh, I have chicory. And I was like, okay. And then I also wanted to pick up some chocolate for my family. We're all going through stuff right now, so I figured it'd be nice to come home for Thanksgiving and, you know, come bearing delicious gifts. What did I get?
Eventually.
I got one of the Lion's Mane buttermilk bars that, I'm so excited about this because it has Lion's Mane in it. He made adaptogenic chocolate. It's literally, I'm so excited. I also got some hot chocolate mix where you just melt it into like water or milk or something and it turns into hot chocolate. And then I got 1 Haitian chocolate and 2 Indian chocolates. Okay, first ever pure chicory taste test. It's really hot. Oh, that is a strong flavor. I think I put too much chicory in there. It's just very potent. You know what? I'm gonna try adding a splash, just a drop of blackstrap molasses. It's not opening. Ow. There we go. All right, taste test number 2. Definitely a little bit better. I'd say this could maybe grow on me because dandelion tastes like dirt and it has grown on me, so I'm gonna give this a shot. Maybe don't put as much chicory in as I did. So I have my fake coffee and then I also made myself a tiny snack. Just an entire pair with 3 AIP cookies from Jack's Paleo Kitchen. So I'm just gonna munch on this as I get some emails done, get some work done. One thing that popped in my head though, just for some reason as I was making this, is one of the negatives of having a chronic illness. At least for me, I can't really work out right now, and that's making what I'm going through a little bit more difficult because the gym is my happy place. It feels like home. It makes me happy. Working out makes me happy. I feel good. I feel strong. And I could really use that right now. When I've gone through distressing life situations in the past, the gym has been really how I've been able to keep my head just like clear. It's a little bit unfortunate, but anyway, I'm gonna get some emails done. Then I want to tell you about something real nifty, real exciting. I have some very important updates for you guys about the workout program for students that I am launching in January, the beginning of January. First of all, the name of the program is called Brains and Gains.
For students, that's brains, but you're also working out, so you get the gains. You get the gains for your brains, and it's all about brains and gains.
Secondly, I asked you guys on Instagram if you wanted me to provide some ways for me to work with you going through the program for anyone who wants a little extra support and help, or just access to me to ask any questions that you want. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have 3 different tiers of support available for you guys, and this is gonna go on sale starting next week. There will be a very limited number of spots for the second 2 tiers because I am only one person. I can only give quality help to so many people, so when that goes on sale, it's first come, first serve until all of the spots are taken, but there won't be too many spots because if I'm gonna help you, I want to help you to the best of my abilities. So tier 1 is going to be a community support in the form of access to a private Facebook forum that only people who are going through this program will have access to. So it'll be a bunch of different people who are going through the same program, who may or may not be students. You don't have to be a student to do this program at all. It's just geared towards students because there's vacation workouts, there's a finals week workout. It's just more from the mindset of like living life as a student, being fit and healthy, but you can totally do it if you're not a student. But anyway, this Facebook forum, there will be a bunch of people in it who are of a similar mindset because, right, they're following the same program. So you'll be able to ask any questions you have about the program. If you want to make modifications to it, you can ask people's opinions for how to do that, help checking your macros, help if you don't quite understand the nutrition guidelines. You can ask questions about literally anything. You can use it to find accountability buddies. You can use it to find other friends who are in school who are also into fitness, whatever you want. This is just a community forum for people who have the program. I'll also be popping in there regularly to answer questions, give my opinion, check in with all you guys to see how it's going. So there are unlimited spaces in this forum. As many people as we can get in, I think would be awesome to just have this big group of people who are excited about fitness and excited about learning and all of that good stuff. Tier 2 is where it starts to get more limited because you will have direct access to me to answer any questions you want. So if you choose to opt into this tier, you'll basically have access to me via Messenger to ask any questions that you have. I can help you figure out your macros, you know, give you pointers on exercises. You can send me videos of your form. I can help you correct your form. Literally anything you have questions on, I will be there to support you. If you have questions on your homework, probably can't really, I mean, I could try to help you with that, but like I'm here to answer any of your questions about like health and fitness. So this access to me will be for the duration of the program. Once the program is over, then we will part ways and go about our merry business. But the community Facebook group is going to be active forever. So anyone who joins the second tier will also have access to the first tier. And then the third tier is very, very limited number of spaces because I already have a few clients. I literally have just a few more spaces for this much work, and that is basically being my client. I will be your personal trainer, but going specifically through this program. I will treat you like one of my clients. You will just be following this program, but I can modify the program based on your goals. You'll have weekly Skype calls with me. Again, you'll have access to me via Messenger to ask any questions that we don't cover during our calls. And I will be more than happy to rewrite whatever is necessary to, you know, focus on specific muscle groups, to accommodate injuries, to, you know, help you achieve specific aesthetic goals. That's kind of the overview of what I am offering for you guys going through the Brains and Gains program. I hope you're as excited about this as I am. I can't wait to work more closely with some of you. So access to Tier 1, the community Facebook group, is going to open as soon as the program launches at the very beginning of January. I'm thinking like the 1st or the 2nd. And then Tier 2 and Tier 3 are going to be available starting next week, Monday the 9th. I will leave a little thing down in the description for how to access that. I'll be releasing a video when it goes live so you guys know you can get it. And since Christmas is coming up, this is a great thing to put on your Christmas wish list, because honestly, what is a better present than something that is going to help you optimize your health, optimize your fitness, reach your goals, and just feel so good physically and mentally, and also help you in school. Like, this program is designed to not only help you get fit and healthy, but also improve your cognition, improve your memory retention, and all of the stuff that, you know, is helpful when you're trying to get good grades and do things in life. If you have any questions about this, leave them down in the comments below. I'll either reply directly to you or address it in my video on Monday when all of this is going live. I'll just answer like the most common questions. Alrighty, it's time for my doctor's appointment. So when I went to my GP like a month and a half ago, he was like, I want you to go see a gastroenterologist because celiac disease. And I was like, okay. I've been gluten-free for years, since I was 12. So almost 13 years now. You can't retest for celiac disease if you aren't eating gluten. So just gonna see what the doctor has to say. I figured it's worth going, even if it's not relevant to my skin. If they can do any sort of test to just test my gut, see how it's doing, that might be useful. I don't know. Leave your bets down below in the comments as to whether or not you think this is gonna go well, or they're gonna tell me that celiac disease isn't a big deal and you don't need to worry about gluten. I really hope a gastroenterologist wouldn't say that. Have y'all made your predictions down in the comments? I hope so, because I'm about to tell you what happened. Basically, my prediction was right. He acknowledged that celiac disease was real, which was nice, but it was kind of a waste of time. He basically was like, yeah, there's not much that we can do. If you go to a naturopath, they run all kinds of labs, but that's not something we do in Western medicine. I was like, okay. So, waste of time. Not utterly disappointing and crushing, like some doctors' appointments have been. What are you gonna do? That kind of is one positive of having a chronic illness, is I feel like I've learned so much about the body because I've done so much research into so many different things. While I'm giving a positive, might as well give a negative just to balance it out. One thing that I've noticed, especially recently, thanks to this other stuff that I'm going through, is that everything else carries so much more weight. Going through what I'm going through right now has created a lot of emotional distress. Normally, before I started going through topical steroid withdrawal, this is something that like would be difficult to deal with. It'd be emotionally distressing. It would suck. You know, you work through things like that and then it's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but like, it's fine. But since I have a health issue that stresses my biggest trigger for flares for topical steroid withdrawal. Like my last really big flare that I showed you guys in my skin update video was triggered by like a week of just like high stress. And so going through things like this carries so much more significance because it's not only an internal thing that I'm battling with mentally, it becomes manifested as physical symptoms. So I guess that brings me back to a positive, is it has been encouraging me to, you know, chase happiness more and chase things that put me in that positive mental state that really make me feel good. Speaking of chasing things that bring me happiness, I'm actually about to go for a walk with a friend on the beach. Theoretically, the sun's gonna set in about an hour, so we should be there for sunset, which is beautiful. Honestly, nothing makes me feel so full of gratitude like looking at a sunset. And I know that just sounds super basic. We're gonna go for a walk, and I'm excited about it. It just keeps getting more and more pretty. Guys, look at this. It's the best thing ever. I hope it's filling you with as much joy as it is filling me. The sun's about to completely be gone, but Alright, here's the deal. I know that I've been planning on going to San Diego, you know, to be with my family for Thanksgiving. Kind of snuck up on me. Today is Tuesday. I know this video is being published after Thanksgiving, but today, Tuesday before Thanksgiving. I'm supposed to be leaving in like 10 minutes to drive down. But since it kind of snuck up on me, I have a ton of food in my fridge and I'm gonna be gone for at least a week, so I need to pack it up and bring it all with me. So I'm literally about to pack all of those grocery bags full of all of the perishable food that I have and lug it all the way to San Diego with me. This is also one of the drawbacks to having a chronic illness that's managed by diet, is either you starve or you fend for yourself. This is my version of fending for myself. I think my mom has like everything for SIGMATIC. I'm gonna bring these in case she runs out. My car just locked itself. My keys are right there. Got it. My car is loaded up. I think I'm ready to go. I just made myself another peppermint tea for the road. Now it's time to head home to the fam so we can have a big Thanksgiving feast. I am home now. I wanted to wrap up the video by saying I feel like yesterday I was being decently negative. I was trying not to complain, but at the same time, I do really want to share the nuances and ins and outs of living with a chronic illness because I think it's important to address, because obviously, you know, there's pain, there's discomfort, like it's a physical thing, but it goes so much more beyond the physical. And I think there's just such a lack of recognition of chronic illnesses, especially in Western medicine. There's just not good ways to treat them, and a lot of doctors dismiss a lot of different chronic illnesses. I want to use this platform to really just bring to light some of the struggles that people with chronic illness go through. It's not just the physical that is affected. I hope this didn't come across as me complaining. I really didn't want it to. I just kind of wanted to discuss kind of what's going on and also be real with you guys. My big takeaway from this video is that despite everything negative that I did have to say about dealing with topical steroid withdrawal and how it's affecting my life beyond, you know, my skin just falling off when it wants to, overall, I do feel grateful for this. I do feel more positive than negative. Being able to switch my mindset to being a more positive person, to being able to frame hardships through a positive lens, and to feel strong and confident when faced with things that seem insurmountable. No, I would never ask to go through this. Like, if I could go back in time and refuse topical steroids so that I wouldn't have to go through topical steroid withdrawal, yeah, I would refuse the topical steroids. I am still grateful for everything that it has taught me, because I know that this is only gonna last a couple years max. I think it is easier to put it in that perspective where I can be grateful. I don't want to speak for everyone with chronic illnesses because most people have it a lot worse than I do, but this is just my perspective, me sharing my journey, my story. Thank you for listening to the ramble. Thanks for all of your support as I go through all of this. I do really, really appreciate each and every one of you extending your thoughts and support, so thanks. I will be vlogging Thanksgiving. I'll show you everything I eat. It won't be like a cheat day. It'll be a I'm planning on stuffing my face kind of day, and I kind of want to show you the before and after of like how my body looks. If you want to make sure you see that video, hit the subscribe button and then the little notification bell so you get notified when I post the video. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, because it really does support me and my channel. I really appreciate it, and the more thumbs up it gets, the more likely the word will get spread about struggles of chronic illness. Speaking of which, you can also share this video with your friends, your family, on Facebook, on Twitter. And in the meantime, if you want to see more videos all about specifically what I'm going through with topical steroid withdrawal and my journey, you can check those out over here. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye.